This is Dyesha Hicks, and I'm here for Young, Gifted, and Black Entrepreneurial Awards. We're here at Milk River, our 2017 venue host. I'm here today to interview our 2017 recipient for the Motivational Coach and Inspirational Speaker of the Year. I have LaToya Morgan here with us today, and she's going to tell us about her journey, how she feels about this award, and then we're going to talk about some people that need some life coaching and her thoughts on those people. Okay, how are you doing, LaToya?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. What got you into this field?
So I really feel like it's my calling. It's my purpose on why I'm here on this earth. And I've been doing it all my life in different arenas, starting from in church, then into my professional careers. But honestly, when I said completely yes was when I got laid off twice within about 3 years. And I said, okay, I'm really tired of developing products and concepts. I want to really develop people, and I need to do it in my own way. And so I said yes to the calling then and started my business and kind of been moving that way ever since.
I like that, Hidden Treasure Incorporated. That sounds beautiful. Tell us why that name really stuck out.
Oh, absolutely. So it's twofold. All right. So I'm in a sorority, and when I was coming through in the sorority, my name was Hidden Treasure. And for me, I truly believe that everyone has a gift, and that they're really here to demonstrate that gift on earth. And that's their treasure. And so literally, we have a lot of people that are sleepwalking sometimes on earth, and it's about waking up to that treasure that lives within them and really living out according to that. So that's why my business is aimed to really help them unlock that treasure within them.
You help people to wake up.
Absolutely. We all need to wake up.
People are sleepwalking. I love that. How do you bring people out? Because some people are deep sleepers.
Yeah, they are. Listen, I'm raising my hand with that too. We all are in this together, and that's the beauty of this. Things that I do, honestly, is really ask them a lot of questions. Many times people look for other people to give them the answers. But when somebody gives you the answers, maybe you'll do it for a little bit, but it's not until you discover the answers within yourself that you're ready to stick with that and be committed to developing yourself a lot better. So I ask just really thought-provoking questions, really open-ended questions that allow them to think in a different way, and then they see the answers already in them. Everyone that's on this earth has the answers already. There's nothing more that they need. They were perfectly made, but it's up for them to really get that realization. So that's my job, is really just to be a guide, a coach. Just like in any sporting events or things of that nature, the coach is never in the field or on the court. They can see from afar the talents and the gifts and put their players in the best position. So that's what I do with people. I put them in the best position so they can get from where they are right now to where they want to be.
I love that. Do they confuse you with being a therapist?
So they do. So I do this all the time, and I always do a free consultation so I can, really enlighten, because it's kind of one of those fields that people are a little unsure. It still has a little bit taboo within our culture as well. So I explain to them, usually a therapist talks a lot about what has happened in the past, and they want to know about the past so they can understand your behaviors of today. Not to say that I don't necessarily get into that, but my primary focus is where you are right now, and what do we have to do to get you to where you want to be.
Receiving an award for Motivational Coach and Inspirational Speaker of the Year is such a major accomplishment. How do you know Carl, and how do you feel about receiving this award?
So I just met Carl, but I am completely honored to receive this award. I do this work because, as I said before, I feel it's my calling. It's my true purpose of being on earth, and I get like a rush, a high every time I have a client that has a breakthrough, or somebody that I'm working with feels different and starts to live their life different. It really ignites me. So I just do it for those reasons. So to get, recognition for what I do just because, it's amazing. It's surprising, too.
Love it. And for those that don't know, Carl is the CEO and founder of Young, Gifted, and Black. All right, so she is nominated for such an outstanding award. I'm already feeling like I'm going to take her card and get some life coaching sessions, because why not? This is a new year, and I'm trying to soar. So when I think of a life coach like yourself, I think of people in the entertainment industry that can totally use your help. But you do help a lot of people like youth. And who need it the most? They're lost. They're really sleepwalking. They feel like, especially with social media, I love to bring this up, they feel like their followings are not up and they're nobody. So how do you help the youth right now?
Oh, I really love working with the youth. I mean, I love working with all people, but the youth are such moldable, you know? Like when we get to be adults, we think we know it all, so then someone else trying to help you through that process can get a little sticky sometimes, but they're very open. And so I do the same thing. My things that I do with them are very, very interactive. It's very current to where they are, you know? So like when Jay-Z had a show at the Barclays Center, the first show he had in Barclays Center, I raffled tickets after that. So then that was making the youth really, really excited about coming to coaching and doing things of that nature because they had an incentive. So I make it very relevant to them, but everything is the same. We are all people, whether old, young, rich, poor, white, black, whatever. We all are the same. At the end of the day, we really are the same. We bleed, we sleep, we need all of the same things. And it's just a matter of waking people up where they are. So I meet people where they are.
And how often do you do your coaching sessions with somebody? Once a week, twice a month? How does that work?
That's a great question. So I do it once a week. So it's interesting because I also do motivational speaking and I do workshops. And I always laugh because everyone is more excited about doing the workshops because they feel excited, they feel great. But then there's no accountability because I'm not on the phone with them the next week or anything. My coaching clients, they have to talk with me once a week. And then they have what I call some homework or their own work that they have to do in between the time to make sure that they're moving from where they are to where they need to be. The one thing that keeps people stuck is themselves. So I have to take away all of those layers and let them meet themselves so that they can move forward, right? And that takes a lot. We have over 75,000 thoughts a day. So if you imagine that going by more than a week is nothing, you know? So I meet with my coaching clients once a week at least.
While you are helping someone pull the layers so that they can be successful, I think to myself, is this draining and is this pull on you? Like, how do you rejuvenate from talking with 1 to 2 to 3 or 4 different clients in a week? How do you maintain yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Because what I tell them is what I'm practicing on a daily basis. I do not start my day without devotion, without meditation, and without some type of stretching to get myself right. And then I do week-long silent retreats. I make sure that I am taking care of myself first and foremost for my own well-being because I really believe in coaching. And not to mention, I have a spiritual coach, I have a spiritual director, I have a mentor, a trainer, and a financial person. Like, I have a squad around that's going to make sure that they consistently pull me up because I need it as well. We're no different. All of us are the same, but my gift is to help those that can't see it yet. That's it.
I love that. Okay, so I have some key coaching questions for you. I have 2 different spectrums. We have a single mom of 3. She's dealing with just yelling at the kids all the time and feeling so impatient and just feeling alone. How would you coach her through this difficult time in her life?
Oh, that's so great. So one of the things with parenting is that it's really a mirror of where you were at that time. So the very first thing, the children are going to be them. It is the child's job to run, to laugh, to be free. We can take a lot of advice from children, right? So the very first thing is for her to take time for herself, especially as women and as moms. They give so much that they forget the most important thing, which is themselves. And many times they're so good at the giving even when they're depleted, that fools them because they think that just being good is enough. We're not created just to be good. We're supposed to be great. So because she's like, okay, doing it and it seems like it's all right, but inside she's completely frustrated and feeling depleted, it would be my recommendation to stop, find a sitter, someone, or even if she couldn't even get a sitter, go into the bathroom when they're sleeping and take 30 minutes to just be still. After taking that 30 minutes to just be still, begin to write. Write what you're feeling. Write exactly what's like wrong inside and why it's that, so you can realize it's not the children. The reason you're yelling is not because they spilled the milk. It's because you're upset about whatever happened earlier or this. It's not really what the action is. So having them write and see it from a observer view, that actually gets them to see differently and then try to act differently. So I would recommend taking that time to really do some self-care. And from that self-care, just journaling.
Self-care to the mothers. And of course, call her every week and make sure. My last question, that was one spectrum. Please, life coach, if you could help Kanye West. What would you say to him? He's like, it's no help. No, I'm just joking. Kanye West.
No, that's really interesting. That's a very surprising question, but that's a really good one. I mean, I think all people really have to return to their true self, right? They really have to see what that is. And many times as you have fame and you have so many different things pulling at you, you forget the true essence of who you are. And you can get caught up in the conditioning, you can get caught up in the media, you can get caught up in so many things, and then it changes who you think you really are. So returning back to your true self is almost the answer for everything, So I would just recommend some time to just out of all of the chaos, the media, the this, the that, because honestly, some people really like that, like for whatever reason, they feel like that's important. And then you have to check yourself to see, why is that really important? What am I getting from that? Is that feeding my ego or is that feeding my true self? So really to do one of those checks and balances to see, is this my true self or is this my ego? Having that kind of reflection, I think, would be a great place for him and many others to start.
Perfect. Just get back to yourself, Kanye, because we love you. We're rooting for you. LaToya, congratulations. I am absolutely delighted to meet you, and I'm sure I'm going to be talking to you because I'm trying to get, some more greatness. Not just good, being great. Congratulations on this award, and we'll be speaking to you soon. Thank you so much, Young, Gifted, and Black, for this opportunity, and we will have more interviews, so just stay tuned. Everyone, take care.